Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
Boy Big Herb.
Yes, Mr. Petty.
I got locks.
Nope, nobody do it until he say it.
What up?
Rita.
Damn it, Rita.
I said Rita.
So, thank you guys for joining us once again on Blerds and Whiskey Live. We are dual casting on Twitch as well as Facebook. So we got a couple of announcements coming up for you. We got great things happening. First things first. Let's go around the horn and get our drinking portion out of the way. What's everybody taking a sip on this week?
Okay, so my shit was so good last week, I had to try it again. I have Crown Royal, what's the name, Cran Apple, and Sprite this time instead of ginger beer like last week. And I actually got to say, y'all gave me the right one this week. This is actually really good.
Okay, all right. Mr. Patty's holding up the avian gin.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
just
Shout
straight.
cool. Oh no! I'm doing gin and tonic. I'm just showing off my brand. So hopefully Ryan Reynolds will see this.
Put me in the next Deadpool movie. I want to be Bishop.
The Deadpool support, baby.
Hey, what you got, Rita?
I'm still sticking to Ciroc, but I switched from white to brown this week, and I have the Ciroc brandy.
Okay.
But I'm drinking it with some champ and some orange juice. And some orange juice because it's a celebration out this bitch. So
It's a celebration, bitches.
That is true.
Indeed.
Drink up, be merry.
Maestro, what you got over there? Oh God.
That's the most.
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
What are you doing, man?
Okay.
I'm not trying to curse this early in the show, all right? What are you drinking?
Alcohol.
This guy. Just moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not in my usual location, and I'm drinking Jameson from a good old trusty flask. So, yeah. Basic.
Hey.
All right. What'd you say?
Have you noticed that we all drink individual now liquors? Kind of like we're like the Voltron of alcohol around here.
Whiskey, brandy, vodka.
Oh,
By
man.
your powers combined, I am Captain Alcohol Poisoning.
I mean, technically, wait. Do we all have on different color? I got on green. She got on pink. You got on white, black,
Blue.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. We could be the Voltron.
The Voltron
Wait, I don't
or
want to be the pink
the
one.
Megazord.
A yellow shirt.
Well,
we can be
live now, so you short. You stuck
we
with
can be
it.
the Megazord. So I mean, that's fine with me too. All right, so let's get into these church announcements.
Church announcements?
Church announcements. Damn it, man. Damn, Rick. Let me. So, first off, literally breaking news. Want to give a shout out to the late great Alex Trebek, who passed away today. He was 80 years old apparently. So rest in peace, and yeah, let's give a cheers to him.
What is sadness for 25, Alex?
Yeah.
You almost got me. You almost got me. It's too early.
Be sure to tune in next week because we have a big guest, Ernie from Blurred Without Fear. Wash your damn hands. He will be on with us next week. And also, Trey, you want to fill him in on some extra news that's going to happen next week?
So next week, we are actually going to be doing a big time shift. So we're transitioning back into doing Facebook Live as well as doing YouTube Live. So we're doing our dual testing today, but we're also going an hour earlier. So we're doing it begrudgingly because some people can't stop watching a certain game that is not important to a lot of people. But yeah, we're transitioning that. And we're going to be going live at 12 on Facebook Live. I'm throwing shade your way, Bama. Really? He got the shirt on to say fuck with you, babe.
Some people were good at it, other people were Trey.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Oh man.
That was good. So yeah, we're transitioning there, and yeah.
I have a question in the comment section on Facebook. So Corey asked, why do I have a baby Trump in the background? Well, as you can see, let me move out the way so y'all niggas can see it.
So
That's why.
Kobe.
Now you know.
Oh. All right, so moving on. Today at 6:30 p.m., you have the Blerds and Whiskey crew. You have what's the name? Good and Terrible crew, and you have Mike Agee. We'll be all getting along together playing Among Us on Twitch. Be sure to tune in. This shit will be entertaining. I can promise you that. The lies, the deceits amongst friends.
The dry snitching.
Everything will be amazing. Tune in tonight, 6:30. We're playing Among Us on Twitch. Also, this is the second season of Mandalorian. I didn't get the chance to see yesterday's episode, but I'm hearing some interesting things about it. So, what did you guys take on so far this season?
Oh no, I haven't watched it. Moving on.
Not everybody has watched it. We'll give reviews about it later, but I definitely am enjoying. I've enjoyed both episodes so far. I'll say that much. It's still the same feel of mystery and intrigue that we had last season, and it's gonna draw more people in, especially if we talk about it in the right way.
I love it because it has shit to do with the Skywalker family and all their fucking drama. That's why I love it.
Does it though?
Nothing to do with them. I'm saying it has nothing to do with them.
Oh, okay.
Anything in that universe outside of that fucked up ass incestuous family, I'm all for.
Love her like you should.
I mean, they didn't lie though. There's no. I mean, you're telling the truth, but damn, did you have to say it like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, yes, he did.
What's my shirt? What's my shirt say?
What they think?
Hey.
All right. So the big homie Maestro has been killing me with the pronunciation with this word. Borat came out a few weeks ago. I must have fucked it up.
No, you did it right.
Okay, because you just covered your face.
No, I'm quiet, so you said it right.
Okay.
If I was screaming at you, then you were wrong.
So yeah, Borat came out a few weeks ago, and we purposely wanted to wait until the actual this past election had happened to get everybody's opinion, and everybody can actually watch this show. This movie. What did y'all think about this shit? Because I personally thought this shit was way more funnier than the last one. A lot more fuckery. It's just, damn, that's fun. Like,
who you going to first? We're
gonna save Maestro for last on this one. So you go, Trey.
I did not find it as funny as the original, and I'm gonna say this why it's been out for a little bit, so probably this thought process has been out in the universe already. But we know who he is. There's no more surprise there. There's no more who's this crazy person. So most of the people, they even showed it in the beginning of the movie. I'm not spoiling anything. If you ain't seen it now, you ain't gonna see it. But yeah, in the beginning of the movie, people are chasing him down the street, telling him, Borat, tell me they're saying all his jokes and everything. So now it's no surprise. And he's a shock comedian in me. He's not a stand-up. He's not funny on his own. So it was meh. I watched it once. I'm not gonna watch it again.
Okay, Cam, what you think?
I like the fact that the government was involved, but other than that, I kind of agree with Trey. But I never really liked that particular style of humor to begin with. So moving on.
Rita?
Just skip me.
Wow. Okay. Okay, Maestro, what you think?
So Sacha Baron Cohen is a comedic actor. He's not a comedian. Like he's a funny guy that just happens to act. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's the character and that whole genre is pretty much a one-trick pony. It still had its shocking moments. It reinforces a lot of things that everybody knows by people being Trump supporters, is that they have no idea about the world around them and they're just ignorant, and they live in ignorance and they want to stay in ignorance. I found it it did have its funny moments. Some of the shock cringe comedy can be a little bit too much, particularly the moon blood dance.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
that shit.
when you first
Yo, that
when you first
moon blood dance was everything.
like when you see it, you're just like you see it at first, you're just like, oh, son of a bitch.
Like they're really doing this. They're really doing this.
The going into the RNC dressed up in a full KKK regalia, that was hilarious, because the funniest part about that to me is no one stopped him. No one stopped him. People looked at him, but security didn't come and get him or anything. It was just like, oh man, he's doing it out in public. That's crazy. I thought he was gonna save it for the meeting later tonight.
I mean,
I'm just surprised.
I'm sorry, Trey. Go ahead.
I'm just surprised that he got in as far as he did with wearing the Trump outfit.
Yeah,
that's what got. I was like, nobody noticed that Trump. First off, Trump is a tall man, but I think Sacha Baron Cohen is like 6'5".
Hey, listen. That was Mission Impossible levels of makeup done. So
they just let Trump run in with a woman over his shoulders. Like, no.
Listen. It's a lot of
Man,
shit.
they probably seen some wild shit like that. That's probably why they didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was just about to say we don't see the stuff that happens. We don't see the stuff that happens at those Republican conventions off camera. So, like the fact that they just let him run in there with her like that, they're just like, hey, wait a minute, buddy. That's for later on in the speech, not right now.
Wait till the cameras are off.
Because, I mean, the thing to me that was just more funny, it wasn't like, it was like, haha, funny. It was just more so like funny that, damn, they let this shit just keep on going on. And like, damn it, this dude was actually popular as shit on the last movie. You guys don't realize who the fuck he is by this time. And I mean, like, you had the smart people who knew in the beginning of the movie, but then just like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and kill coronavirus with a damn skillet. And it's just like, that shit. Like, really? Are you motherfuckers just don't know what the fuck is going on? But I digress. There was some interesting news that happened to one of us on the panel this past week. Cam?
Sorry.
Yeah, so remember that Dave Chappelle stand-up comedy special where like he was held hostage on the bus for like 45 minutes because I was like jerking off. The homeless dude was jerking off. Those are one of those things you think that never happens in real life. Fast forward to about 3 days ago. I'm watching. So like this young lady like all of a sudden just like sits like directly in front of me, and she did it in a hurry. And I'm like, what's going on? I look up and there's a guy, his back is to me, and like his arms are just he's just going in on himself.
Oh, me. And
my first reaction was maybe he's just trying to get a stain out of his pants. But he was just so aggressive. And then
he was trying to put a stain in his pants.
What made it funny is that there was a guy, like, so everyone in this situation would be like, oh, I would have done this. So everyone in this situation always say what they would have done. I just filmed it. I'm one of those people. I was not gonna get in the line of sight. I didn't want to see what's going on the other side of this. Like, I didn't want to say nothing about his technique or anything because he was mad aggressive with it. Like he was just
it's like back
was
the fuck
aggressive
up
with it.
Yeah, he was mad aggressive. Like some people
maybe he was working with a monster and that's why he was so aggressive with it. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
So bad they're just like going in on like a pan. Like he was just like just going in. And then like the guy in front who was like,
he shared the video to us in the group chat, and you just see this guy's. He had on dress pants like slacks.
No, it was
jeans.
It was jeans. He was
jeans.
moving so violently that you just see his socks appearing and disappearing. He was lifting his whole pant leg up while he was going for it.
The first thing I thought about was just rolling up on something. You grab your titties, and then just the next person just
what made it funny is that there was a guy like in front of him, and the guy was like trying to argue with him, like come on, man, like I don't know what word saying, but he was just like like pointing to everyone else. He's calling for help. He's hitting a little intercom button trying to get like the.
Hey, can I ask a question real quick? Because inquiring minds. Where were you on the metro? Like what stops were you at when this was happening?
I don't remember all the stops. It was like under tunnel on the red line, which is shocking because that's usually green type shit.
Okay, so that's why he couldn't find nobody that would be a willing participant to help him. Because if he would have jumped on that green line or the blue line. I'm telling you right now, it would have been a thought somewhere that's like, hey, yo,
no,
$25, I can help you out.
I'm trying to tell y'all the funniest part is the guy that was trying to reason with him was just arguing with him, like, hey, what are you doing? And the guy's response in mid-jerk was like, I know my rights.
Oh, shit.
I have my rights.
I know my rights.
He's like, I have my rights. They said his left
Apparently.
hands. He got some shit.
Oh,
Wow.
He got off on
He got off.
Got off already.
Yeah.
I believe it was the Metro line. It wasn't Chinatown. I thought he would have been Chinatown bound, but he was Metro line. So it was crazy. But yeah, people in their rights. Right? Then that's kind of like what we were saying about the whole Borat thing, how like a lot of Trump supporters in the echo chamber, they think they know rights and stuff like that. The sociology is crazy. Yeah.
Kelly Graham says mid jerk.
And yes, I have bitch, but only from the back because I was not going to go. I was not going to try to be Scorsese. I zoomed
only
in.
From the back. Only from the back.
Not trying to be
Like all you see is shoulders and elbows, doing the work.
Okay, so
We're gonna
speaking of somebody fucking themselves, let's go ahead and move on. Yes.
Self-love is the best love.
But you know who loves themselves more than anybody else? Our character of the week.
Yeah.
Done with this. Let's go ahead and roll that out.
Oh, man.
Now.
So for Facebook, I don't believe that y'all can see the character of the week, correct?
So we're just gonna be live on Facebook.
If I'm not mistaken, Facebook people can.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Character of the week will work on Facebook. Never mind. Take it back.
Speaking of love, self-love, it's character of the week.
Is it rolling?
No, not yet.
Oh, so they've been just hearing us talk shit this whole time.
So, today's character of the week is Lexington Luthorian. Not really, it's Alexander Joseph Luthor, also known as Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is probably one of the most iconic and recognized comic book antagonists due to his opposition of Superman. He started out as some sort of mad scientist with schemes, robots, world domination, escaping from prison, that whole thing. Then in the 80s, he got later retconned into a businessman with financial and corporate pull. This is probably the most recognizable version of Lex Luthor. Basically, he's a man bald, in a suit, in his office, cold, calculating, callous, shrewd businessman, and completely obsessed with Superman and the power that he wields. Started out as a corporate executive, they started adding the mad scientist role to his character development to explain like his financial and scientific breakthroughs at LexCorp. So from a mad scientist to a skinny kingpin. But whether he's actually the mad scientist or the savvy businessman, one of his most, I guess, defining traits or personality traits is his ego. And also his sense of entitlement to popularity and power. John Byrne, the comic book writer and creator of Superman, also decided to choose to base his new depiction of Lex Luthor off of Ted Turner and Donald Trump. Ironically, in that comparison, in the early 2000s story arc run, Lex Luthor did actually run for presidency of the United States. Now, even though he was president of the United States, he didn't give up his villainous ways. In fact, there was a story arc, I want to say Our Worlds at War. There was basically a devastating, catastrophic attack on America. Lex Luthor did know about this beforehand, but didn't alert anyone. He basically wanted to start a great war on Earth so that he can prove his leadership. That didn't go so well for him. So much like any of his plans and schemes and plots, it was thwarted due to the interference and stoppage of the Man of Steel himself, Superman. I do think the media best depicts Lex Luthor, especially the DCAU, the Superman cartoon that came on in the weekday afternoons. That was voiced by Clancy Brown. Okay, on the real, didn't he look black though? Or was it just me? So in the movies, he was also portrayed by Gene Hackman, who did okay. Kevin Spacey did a really good job of him. There was Jesse Eisenberg, the often forgotten Lois and Clark Adventures of Superman, John Shee. He actually played Lex Luthor with hair. Then there's the CW defining Smallville, played by Michael Rosenbaum. John Cryer is the newest one to play him in the Arrowverse. All right, that's this week's Character of the Week. Back to you guys.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
a shout out to John Cryer who went in on Donald Trump because I was like, this guy played an evil villain, and he's talking about how bad Trump's presidency was. Let that sink in. That's like Kingpin talking about, yo, that guy's a criminal.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
But you know what? So Lex actually had fully red hair in the comics. But when he lets his hair grow out, he actually has a pretty substantial beard. Like it actually, yeah, no. Like if you go back, like Alexander Luthor, when he's teamed up with Supergirl, I think it was like during the Death of Superman time frame. He had some real growth, like some real locks.
So do you feel like he was out here, in his beard struggle because he had a substantial beard? Is that what you're trying to say?
Absolutely. Like I applaud the man. I think he was doing a damn good job. He was boning a Kryptonian. Like he was doing the damn thing.
I'm sorry, I'm pulling your geek card. She was not Kryptonian. She was a copy of a Kryptonian. But
You're right. She was. But anyway.
But I'm just going to pull his card because we had a whole discussion about plugging.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was going to say struggle. How bad?
You're hurting me right now. You're hurting me.
I was leading. That's why I didn't start up. I was leading.
I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, but it's not the same leading that we discussed, Trey.
It's not, but we changed around the outline. And that goes back to her.
Moving forward. Trey.
If you want to get your beard on Lex Luthorian levels, check out our sponsor, Beard Struggle. TheBeardStruggle.com. They've got everything you need, from your conditioners, your shampoos, your balms, everything. Heated combs that are pretty good. They also have wooden combs that are pretty good that, you don't want to use plastic or metal because it actually strips the oils from your beard.
I didn't know that.
Tray.
Wood comb though. So when I started using wood comb, I was like, oh.
Yes. It's definitely, it's worth the investment. So definitely check them out. And the promo code that you want to use when you visit their site is Blerds1, and that'll get you 15% off your purchases under us. You can also find them on our website, blerdsandwhiskey.com. Check them out, support the team, help us grow so we can do more.
Let's keep things going. Beard, was it like the little pokey thing to try to help you grow your beard as well?
The pokey thing?
It's like a roly pin.
It's a massager.
It helps you grow.
So I'm gonna go ahead and help the show out since we're doing transition struggles.
Like shit, man. Like shit.
Our next segment, which was the reason why I supposed to tie in, which would have been so fucking perfect. But anyway, as you all know, we also as Blerds try to keep up with a lot of what's going on in the real world. As you can tell by Miss Rita's background picture, as you can tell by Herbito's background picture, we now have a new president-elect. We are so fucking happy that orange Cheeto dictator is gone. Well, no, I'm sorry. Let's be real. I'm gonna be real. He's not gone. The war's not over. We're now back to the normal gray area of racism and systemic racism. We're now back to the up north version, smile in your face, talk shit behind your back, racism. And we're okay with that. Still got a long ways to go. Black lives still matter. Kamala Harris still a cop. I get that she's the first Black female vice president. Shout out to her, and as a wonderful role model to anyone who wants to achieve things that, you see a goal, you achieve it. She's Black, she's Asian, she's a female. She's got all characteristics and categories covered. Even the cops, she's got the cops up there too. She's she's back in the blue. So she's I'm not taking away from anything that we're doing right now. I'm just being realistic. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna let you. Rita has really wanting to take the forefront on this one, because she has been like tweeting, she has been posting, she has been tagging. Rita, I think you even said you even had like happy tears. Like, want to share like your experience?
I cried like a little punk ass bitch. I'm not even gonna lie. I cried when she was speaking, and I cried when Biden was speaking, because like he's had his character assassinated. He's had his children's characters assassinated. They've been butchering the pronunciation of her name. They've been trying to make it seem like she wasn't really born in this country. Like, it's been so many smear campaigns on both of them, like both of their parts, where they were just attacking people. And meanwhile, when the news came in, Trump is playing golf, like at his resort. Like, and my whole thing is, I'm just wondering, once he can't milk any more of the Americans' people's money that will be funneled back into his businesses, are these businesses are going to still be successful once he's no longer president? So that's my question.
I just want to know, is he going to get arrested for all the shit that he wasn't going to get arrested for as president?
He's not getting arrested. He's not going anywhere. Actually, he has made himself way more popular than he ever was now as president. I want everybody to understand something. Yes, he's out of office. That motherfucker ain't going nowhere. He's going to be just as prevalent, and he's going to be just as in our face. He's going to set up a fake Oval Office in Mar-a-Lago and call himself the real president. I promise you, it's happening. Like that. Hey, you guys, celebrate, be happy, enjoy the victory. This shit ain't over.
It ain't.
It's not over.
2024.
Just to clarify, I never said it was over. I just feel like we're on the path for real change, and we're on the path for having someone who has basic comprehension skills in the office. That's what I feel like.
Old Sleepy Joe.
So keep in mind, this is just his first term ending. So he can run again in 4 years, assuming that he lives that long. But yeah, he could definitely come back.
Ask the Lord to just take him out.
No, we're not. Hold on.
Nobody's calling for that.
We're not going to go ahead and do what his prayer lady did.
And
strike. Can
we do that?
All I'm saying is that the people who voted for him are still here. They didn't disappear. They didn't go anywhere. So it's very possible, depending on how Kamala and Joe handle things for the next 4 years, that we could have a reemergence of Trump trying to come back, or not even Trump. Keep in mind, his kids have been in a political specter as well, so they could show up as well and try to make.
His son might try to run. You think?
Keep in mind, 4 years is a lot of time. They could run as a senator. They could run as, and they just started to build up their base. They build up from the bottom. They start to work their way in. So we have to be very vigilant over this. We have to be paying attention to what's going on. We have to make sure we're out there voting in our local elections. I know somebody is going to call me out for questioning the value of votes before. I have, but this is definitely this is me owning up to it. There's open my eyes about it. Yes, it's extremely important, and I'm all about voting in the regular elections as well as the general. So we got to be very vigilant.
I mean, like you said, his Trump supporters ain't going nowhere. The funny part to me is the fact that in the first election, he lost the popular vote, but won the electoral college. So that even said right there at the very beginning that he was not going to, he was not on the popular side, or very, like, a lot of people wanted him in the office in the first place.
Yeah.
The other thing that I find funny about his whole voting registration or whatever's going on is the fact that he himself told all his voters to go and vote in person as opposed to mail in. That was one
And then
mistake.
acting shocked when he didn't understand why he wasn't getting.
The mistake he made is when he fucked up with the coronavirus handling. And unfortunately, a lot of his Trump supporters and elderly were some of the victims. Because if you keep in mind, a lot of the anti-maskers were also Trump supporters.
Right.
So he sure probably could have used like 533,000 more votes than he needed. Unfortunately, he killed them all.
I laugh at that.
So that was himself literally in the foot.
And again, I'm Trey. You say we need to be vigilant as far as like voting in our local elections too. Also, this administration that we just voted in, we have to hold their feet to the fire.
Exactly.
We have to, like, we can't let them just get in office. They make all these promises. They say all this. They out there, Black Lives Matter, and they're marching, and then when they get in there, they go back to the status quo.
Exactly.
Right? Joe Biden goes back to his old morals and ideals that he used to have, which were basically racist. And Kamala Harris goes back to locking up minority people for shit like weed, but then goes on TV and bragging about smoking weed. We have to hold them accountable to this shit.
Yep.
We can't let these politicians just sell us a big ass bag of lies, and then when they get in office, don't do anything that they're saying. We have to start holding these people accountable. All of us. We have to stay involved.
Can I say one thing to that?
Sure.
One thing. I could be wrong, and I'm okay if y'all disagree with me. The one thing that I think Biden has that Trump didn't have is Biden has a willingness, number one, to listen. And then number two, I don't think, and again, I could be wrong, I don't think Barack Obama is going to let him lie to the American people. You see what I'm saying? I really don't feel like that because they are really close friends, and he was the former president of the United States. I don't think Obama's going to let how Obama sat back and he was quiet and he didn't say much about Trump. I don't think that Obama won't hesitate to pick up that phone and be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm sorry. That's just me. That's my opinion.
Well, I hope that the friendship is a real thing. I'm not sure how deep it really goes between them two, if it's just a front or not. But I do hope that's the case with them, and he has the president-elect's ear, and he can influence him in the right ways. So hopefully that's the case. But you know what I'm looking forward to? What I'm really hoping, and we talked about it a little bit before the show. I'm really hoping that he tries to barricade himself inside that White House and refuses to leave, and then the Secret Service have to drag him out. And then we see him getting dragged. His shoes fly off. We see the lifts that are in his shoes come out. They fly in the air and clatter to the ground. His fucking wig spins around and it crawls away. I want to see it. Can you imagine the level of memeage we would get out of that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and be petty real quick because there was something that we were supposed to say after this. Because something that Miss Rita brought up is the fact that throughout most of the time of most of the presidential candidates and stuff like that have been around, none of them have beards. Boy, if only they had beard struggle back then. Oh wait, we can't do that transition because Trey fucked it up. So I'm gonna be Mr. Petty. We're gonna move on.
I did. I fucked it up.
Well, move on.
I totally forgot. I honestly forgot.
You pulled a Herb, my nigga.
I have all my notes. I typed it up and I forgot to put that when I typed it up.
Cam, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you your flowers because even though Trey fucked it up, that transition right there was smooth as hell, my man.
It would have been magical if we could actually do it, but no.
But
if you want to get your beard looking glorious, Trey pulled
the homeless guy on the train and got one off early.
This is my stop.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But the memes this week for this presidential shit was hilarious. I saw one joint that said that Atlanta pulled a Uno wild draw 4 and said colors blue, bitch, and then just rolled out.
That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite ones.
We were actually might as well just go into the next subject because we're already off the rail anyway. So fuck it. We're
right. I was going to say we were supposed to be.
Well, we got 30 more minutes. We can salvage it.
So
Now,
something.
the two topics that we have left are gonna eat that 30 minutes right up. That's what.
Let's just go. Fuck it. Let's go.
So the Rita kind of went off a little bit of a tangent last week where we mentioned about John Cena and the Fast and Furious franchise and how glorious.
Look at her face.
And, it also has The Rock in it too. So we were also
Now look at
her face.
we had a little side comment about like the transition between like wrestlers doing movies and like how's that work? How some work, some don't. What's a good transition? What isn't? Who's backed up by what machine and what works for some? As a person who probably watches like a lot of movies, I think I kind of have a qualification on certain wrestlers who have tried to foray into like other films, whether it's like a bit role, a guest role, or actual starring role. WWE films, B movies. They just thought they try to get shoehorn someone in like this topic. So let's go ahead and go around the horn and mention some of the favorite ones that we talked about, like because I know everyone instantly thinks of like The Rock right now as far as like the best transition from wrestling to movies. And I'm sorry, but he really is. Like he had no backing from WWE. He had like one film from them, and they thought that he was going to fail. He had a good charisma. He had a good agent, and he somehow made his way through a couple of shitty movies, and then now it's like #1 box office draw. Like him, Will Smith are up there in the same numbers as far as like highest paid actors, male actors in general.
Yeah, because him as a Scorpion King was not okay.
He wasn't. Was he the Scorpion King?
Yeah, he was.
In the first
he was an
WWE
action
movie he was in was The Mummy 2 or something like that when he became
Hakuma
like
Sensei was his only line. The whole
and he was in the movie for like 2 seconds. I'm not gonna lie though, he was in the movie for all of 2 seconds, but he still got paid $5 million to be in a movie for all of 2 seconds.
Yeah, and then apparently got stabbed as a what would you say it is, Rick? Brock Lesnar's daughter.
A CGI mess.
No. But no, you messed it up for her. Y'all are the same right now. You messed it up for what it was is that The Rock's daughter looks so much like her dad, but not quite like her dad. That when we saw her, she looked like the CG version of The Rock.
Holy shit, she does look like the CG version of him as the Scorpion King.
I mean, listen.
Damn.
We may have to see these people one day.
So
I am
Stop talking about
right
their
now.
children.
no, fuck
She
all that.
grown.
Meanwhile, Brock's twins running around looking like Casper and the Dead Uncles, except Buff and shit.
I don't care about Brock. But look, The Rock might have a media opportunity for somebody one day. So I'm just saying.
Shit.
Yeah,
Look,
so
about
No,
to
I'm still stuck on her looking like her father and the Scorpion King CGI jump.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But speaking of The Rock and his transition into acting, somebody who is slowly on the up and up, like he's probably the next tier down below The Rock, is Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista is becoming a little bit of a force. He's becoming a little bit of a force in Hollywood, like with playing Drax, and he's in Dune. He was in what's the Harrison Ford movie? No. Don't
He
talk
was in
about
Guardians of the Galaxy, Blade Runner.
You don't want to talk about
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Like he was in Blade Runner. He played a fairly dramatic role in Blade Runner. Like he had to like cry on screen stuff. Like so.
Oh, he's
Dave
got chops. He's got
Yeah.
chops.
Oh yeah.
Dave Bautista
He was
is
in a
another one.
movie with what's his name? Pierce Brosnan called like The Final Score. That was good.
That sounds
I
like
think he was in Riddick.
It
I
does.
think he was in Riddick too.
Yeah, he was
No. 3.
He's
Yeah,
in the
3.
third one.
No, I meant when I said Riddick too, I was saying
Rick also.
Rick. Oh yeah.
No, you're right though, because Dave Bautista, like you all even mentioned like a lot of stuff. Like Dave Bautista actually has done like really good movies too. Some that don't even make it to mainstream, because Dave Bautista will take like some Hollywood stuff, he'll take some artsy film and some underground indie stuff.
yeah.
Like he did this one joint called House of the Rising Sun, which was actually a really good like one. That was the first time on camera that I heard Dave Bautista say the word nigga. Like it was hilarious because he's from DC. He's from DC, yo.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why he's so fine. Okay.
Man, oh yeah, he was in Man with the Iron Fist.
He was.
He was in the movie with Rob Van Dam.
I forgot it was a Chase Around. Wasn't Ja Rule in that joint too?
I don't know.
I think he was.
The picture should be up.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot the name of it.
Dave Bautista was in the Scorpion King 3.
Uh,
That's the irony.
But,
no, there was one movie that Dave Bautista was in. I can't remember the name of it. It was kind of like I think it was called like Flatbush or something. But it was a New York based film, and I love like how the film was because you just kind of like they just dropped you in the middle of like this like weird ass crazy shit that was going on. And you're literally following Dave Bautista trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's like it's from his perspective of like what is going on. It's like yeah, what is going on? Like
real quick to clarify something in our comments on Twitch. Yes, Alex Trebek passed. We made a recognition of it at the beginning of the show. Unfortunately, 2020 continues to be 2020. So, RIP to Alex Trebek.
Yes. Something else in the comments, real quick. I had to go because we've been talking about people's daughters. I had to go Google it. Dave Bautista has a daughter. She don't look bad.
They used to have been around.
Yeah.
Oh, he got kids.
Wait,
yeah, he from DC.
Look.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh look, hold on.
She don't look bad. You know who's the person that said something.
Yeah.
But no, like another I want to give another shout out to a late great one too, who did other movies a lot of people don't give him credit for. And then you start thinking about it, you're like, oh shit, Roddy Piper.
Yes.
They
This
live.
is cute. Sorry.
Huh? Oh yeah, they live.
They live.
Like a amalgam, like both sides, right and left, will claim of a "They Live" campaign thing going on. So it's like it's funny, like it's all perspective. But thanks to Roddy Piper in that movie, they gave us the greatest action movie line ever, which is, "I came here to do two things: kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of
bubble."
And it fits every situation.
Classic line. Real quick, let me just drop something in there because if we can't talk about this subject without talking about this one person, but we're literally about to give him 3 seconds. Yeah, Hulk Hogan was the first one to do all of this shit, but fuck Hulk Hogan.
Fuck him moving forward. Yeah.
What
about
let's not move past Hulk Hogan because of Hulk Hogan in the late 90s, he gave me the greatest like B movie weekly basis thing ever, which is Thunder in Paradise. Like, which was pretty much like Knight Rider on boats. Like, it was so great. Like,
and it came on right after WCW Nitro.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Thunder in Paradise, that fucking theme song starts playing in my head.
Can you name one good Hulk Hogan movie though?
There wasn't any.
Wait, what'd you say, Rita?
There wasn't any, Rita.
We can't even name one good Hulk Hogan. Even his porno sucked. So it was like, why? Like there was no good movies.
What was his porno? Niggas in Paris.
No, it was niggas
giving him
and
way
Bubba the
too
Love
much
Sponge's
time.
wife.
Please, let's move on from this fucker. But not another person who I thought was fairly decent. Edge. Edge was pretty good as an actor. I'm trying to remember who else was.
No. I watched that TV show. What was it called?
Vikings.
No. It was on Sci-Fi.
Psych? Wasn't he on Psych?
No. It was a Sci-Fi Channel one too about people with powers. God damn it.
Wasn't Highlander.
No. It was like a weird ass. It was a weird ass. Like everyone had powers. His power was somehow he was able to like attract bullets. I'm kid you not. That was his actual power, and he was a cop. Like.
The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves.
Yeah.
It was something like he somehow they didn't call them powers, they called them troubles because it was a small town that these people had like these weird things and like they called them troubles and all these like various strange things that happened. So they couldn't explain what happened.
Alphas.
So
I like that show better as Project Power.
Sorry, so I gotta ask y'all this: which one do you think, out of all the wrestlers, who had the best movie? Just one particular movie out of all the wrestlers who did acting.
I can't answer that. I can't.
Trish Stratus.
What are exercise
fucking
movies?
I'm fucking with you.
I was about to say she got a movie. I was about to say, did she have OnlyFans? Because I definitely watched that shit.
So,
She was to make a movie called Gridlocked, I think. like 5
Relo-
years ago or 6 years ago or something like that. But I was literally just fucking with y'all. I wasn't.
You know what? I'll jump out on that ledge. You know who I think had a really good movie? The Big Show with Knucklehead. I thought it was actually kind of funny.
Get Trey off of the stream right now.
I thought it was actually funny.
Okay, I
Personally.
thought Dave Bautista's movie with the little girl because it was so cute. Because I got
Oh,
kids.
Spy-
and
My spy
I
is
felt like
is
that
on
movie
Amazon.
was so cute.
Actually, speaking of
Something
Dave
wrong with
Bautista,
that
it
Facebook.
would probably be Hotel Artemis because he actually was really good in that one too.
Hotel Artemis was amazing, and then it has Goldblum in it. So yeah,
I'm gonna go out and say this. I like The Longest Yard.
oh shit,
That
oh
shit
shit,
was hilarious.
I was about to
That was
say
about.
That was
What
good.
about
He
that one?
broke the did my nose.
we forgot about Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, because he had the Condemned.
That's how the white man runs the football. If I was on D, I'd crack you straight in that straight egg ass head. But you ain't on D.
You ain't,
Are you, bitch?
I'm also gonna go for the obvious choice, like the very obvious choice, and that was the Avengers Infinity War. Sorry.
With Dave Bautista.
But yeah,
yeah.
So
technically, I was the most successful.
So my man Smallpox actually pointed something out, which I will recommend as a great date movie. So for people who want to have like a good movie, for a date movie, Andre the Giant played a pivotal role in The Princess Bride.
Yes, you're right.
Movie. And like I said, a good date movie. So if you want to have a first date and you know Netflix and chill, that is a good movie. It has action, comedy, all of it. And
That's one of those.
It will never be the same. Sorry.
Huh?
I'm having a flashback from Thursday. The viewers don't know this, but I'm having a flashback. Remember when I brought it up, Trey, in the meeting, and I was like, would you rather Netflix and chill or Fire Stick and chill?
Oh yeah.
That's where I guess who's coming on next week, just so you guys know. That was one of the icebreaker questions that I asked him. So
Yeah. Woo. Crunchyroll a commitment, but yeah. So.
Since we're talking, so
you can really measure somebody. You can really measure how you're gonna work out with somebody by how they react to the Princess Bride movie. Like if they can't sit through that joint and enjoy it and laugh at it, she ain't the right one.
Okay, so since Rita said the best one out of all of them was Infinity War, this gives a pretty good transition to our next topic, which is Phase 1 of the MCU. Guys, for those of you who don't know, and if you don't know, I'm questioning your blerdism. The first phase of the MCU was Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, and then the Avengers. So in those few movies, what do you guys think of that first phase? How did you feel about that when you first came out? And also, which one was the best movie?
I always forget that there was a Hulk movie. Sorry.
There you go.
Ed Norton.
Like I know there was one, but I forget that there was one.
Ed Norton really was a really good Hulk. He's just a bad person, apparently. But
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Phase 1 will forever hold a special place in my heart. All the movies will always hold a special place in my heart because it is the basis and the framework for everything that we are loving and pretty much fiending over, or some type of content or anything. Please, Marvel, at this point right now. These are the bricks that were laid for us to enjoy everything that we are enjoying right now. My favorite movie out of all of them, and this is not really some people don't like it, but Iron Man 2 was my favorite. Iron Man 2 was absolutely my favorite because
really? Iron Man 2 wasn't bad. It was Iron Man 3 that was shit. But
Iron Man 3 was horrible.
I enjoy.
You lose, Stark. You lose.
The only reason I had a problem with Iron Man 2 is because they didn't go more into what they wanted to. They didn't let Favreau go into the demon in the bottle scenario. Favreau.
Hey, that's what you
nigga,
said.
don't ever.
You put herb.
Listen here, Bo Rat. Evan, your life. God damn it. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Somebody else.
You were talking about how good part 2 was.
Hey, shut up, man. Shut up.
Who you talking to?
Okay, so
I'm gonna jump in. No, go ahead, Rita. Go ahead, Rita.
yeah, because mine's gonna be real quick. My favorite movies, because I can't pick just one, is Captain America, because that's when I realized that Chris Evans was fine. And then Thor, because that's when I realized I needed to start my white dudes named Chris list, because y'all is real fine out here in these streets. So there we go.
Or was shit.
Moving on.
I'm
Thor
a.
was- Thor-
me-
go ahead, Cam. Go ahead, Cam. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna go ahead and like for me, I like phase one was like Rick said, it laid the foundations for almost 10 years of people staying behind in theaters just to wait to see Nick Fury go.
Now that's true.
Yeah.
well.
Oh man, but
like that was like seriously like no one like especially like a couple of X-Men stuff here and there, like no one really stayed behind. Like I remember for years I would stay behind in theaters and I would see groups of people just get up and leave as soon as the movie's over. I would just scream out, "Look at the non-believers!" And I would just be screaming at them. Like, "Oh, up."
And it's funny that you mentioned that because, like, and I know this is kind of a little bit taken off. When the Spider-Man movie the last Spider-Man movie came out, it was a summer camp group that came in, and there was one kid, there was two kids that was sitting in there. The rest of them was like, "Yeah, we gotta go, we gotta go," and one kid was like, "You know that there's supposed to be an after scene. Just sit down and wait." And I was like, "Bravo, kid. Thank you. But
that was a memory for me too, because I went to go see Avengers with Trey, and another person who will not be named.
Stop it.
And we went to go and see the Avengers, and Trey caught he had a whole conniption of how many people were leaving the theater.
And you know I was the loudest person. Where are you going?
Trey was so mad.
Look at the non-believers. But no, like I think my favorite one, and I mean, I didn't think Thor was good at all. The first two Thors was just shit to me.
His eyebrows were blonde in the first one.
Yeah, and then
He was Australian trying to be Nordic.
His eyebrows technically should be brown. I mean, blonde.
No,
No,
blonde.
it was shit. I did thoroughly enjoy Iron Man and the first Iron Man and Captain America, but my first one was Avengers. Avengers was my favorite one because it's like the culmination of every single one of these movies put together. And it was like, shit, this was awesome. And then at the end of it, when you see Thanos just sitting there, oh shit, what can we expect next? That's what it is.
I'm gonna pull your card, dude.
Go
So
ahead.
Did you even know who Thanos was back then?
I did, motherfucker. Don't try to question.
Did you really?
Yes, nigga, I did know.
You with the SpongeBob right now. Did you really?
So we just gonna call today's episode. Let's just torpedo everything, right? We're just gonna torpedo everything because we're not supposed to be talking about the major. Fuck it. Just go ahead.
We're not supposed to be talking about what?
We're not supposed to be. We're gonna talk about the Avengers movies individually.
No, that's the first. What's the name? Phase 1. That's phase 1.
That was the beginning of phase 2.
It said on there phase 1.
Why do we have meetings?
That's just what I'm saying. I said we were going to talk about the movies of phase 1, then we're going to talk about the Avengers movies all together at one time. After we do phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. That's what I said. That's what I talked about. I said it explicitly. I remember myself saying it. I said it in the meeting. I said it right out of my goddamn mouth. I said, today we're going to talk about Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Thor, The Incredible Hulk, and Captain America. That's what I said. I said that shit. Hey, Herb, goddamn it.
Just press the button.
Wait.
So next week.
So no, because I ain't gonna talk about my favorite thing.
I wasn't a part of that call, so I'm sorry.
Keep going. Just keep
Because
going.
I kind
My
of added
favorite-
on to it, so my bad. But you ain't tell me that.
Yeah, and by the way, I think you should listen to F Cadet. She said "Woosah, Rick," just woosah.
No.
We had a plan. It was supposed to be fucking perfect.
Rick, you should have told me, because then I would have not added on to
Moving
it.
on. What was yours, Trey?
My favorite, in all honesty, out of the phase 1 movies was Iron Man 1. And it's for one particular reason and one particular reason only. you actually get to see the transitions of the Iron Man suits. And when you're in the theater and you're seeing him, when he finally, I think it was the Mark III, where he actually painted and everything, and he actually takes off and he's getting chased down by the jets. You hear the roaring, you see him breaking the sound barrier. He's outrunning the fucking F-15s, F-22. Yo, it was mind-blowing back then. And I saw that with my son. So for me, the MCU in general has just been a great time for me and my kid to have. And having him right there with me, and having this experience for the last 10 years, he's 12, he'll be 13 soon. But watching him grow while we watch this together has just been near and dear to my heart. So it started with Iron Man. That's my favorite from phase 1.
So I don't think that I actually said what my favorite of it was, which was ironically Captain America. Because I like the fact that they set the tone for the MCU with that one by having the fact that they focused on the man himself. So it should have been called Steve Rogers the movie. Chris Rogers. No, it should have been Steve because they just focused on Steve Rogers as the boy or the man or whatever to become Captain America. So once he injected steroids, that's when he became like the super soldier guy. I don't understand how super soldier serum gave him ninjutsu and strategic abilities. But maybe if it was updated nowadays,
he learned it while he was frozen in the snow.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. But if Captain America was updated to nowadays, he probably would have had Phoenix Fit to get him the muscles that he has now.
They called it in the comment section, and FNX go.
Yeah, so Phoenix Fit FNX is basically, if you go to blerdsandwhiskey.com or Phoenix Fit, the website, you can use the promo code FNX Blerds 13. You can use that code, and you can save about a good 15%. 15%. All the products. So you can get as angry as Rick was when you mess up the segments. No
more testosterone pills for you, sir.
You can get the muscle stuff too. So I actually got pre-workout the stuff that heals the muscles and the stuff that works for protein shakes too. So I got pretty much all three stuff, which is hopefully help me heal. I'm not trying to like I said, right now I got a whole broken arm thing going on, and the Phoenix Fit is helping me out with the healing process. So at least I believe it is. So like I said, Blerds, go ahead.
FNX Blerds.
FNX Blerds 13. I just want to address something in the comments on Twitch. Horace, shut the fuck up. We're not segueing to Conway Twitty.
Kanye.
Wow. Conway. He said, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
I have an announcement that I was saving for today. I have been on my Phoenix Fit journey mildly for the last 6 months or so. I am officially 297 pounds. I've broken down from the 300.
My man.
So it's going well for me. So get your ass up on your Phoenix.
So
slanging packages, my nigga.
So what you're saying is that you not as big swole, like, so we got to take you off of the cuffing season teddy bear list?
Oh no, I'm still. Oh no. Don't try to come with my shine like that. No, I'm still.
Not that I'm trying to, cuddle.
I will never be a skinny dude.
I'm just more so thinking about the ladies out here in these streets, because
all the ladies
and the extra padding / insulation that's necessary during these cold nights out here in these winter streets.
Hey, y'all know the skinny niggas really well. Fuck what y'all heard.
Fat niggas unite.
Nah, I need an electric blanket with you, Cam. It's not gonna work.
Hey, look. This is for Blerds and Whiskey After Dark segment, but I'm gonna tell you right now, what we lack in muscle mass, we make up in muscle. Yeah, so you cuddle with that.
Oh, guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in this week to Blerds and Whiskey live on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. Keep in mind, next week, tell your friends, tell your family. We're gonna share it We're gonna share it on the fan page. We're changing the time to 12 on Sundays. We're no longer gonna be coming live on at 1. It's gonna be at 12 o'clock. So make sure you get ready for the live. You'll see all the changes updated on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything that we have access to. Please tell everybody, share it, everything. Also hit up Phoenix Fit, hit up Beer Struggle, see our websites, blerdsandwhiskey.com. You'll see everything there. And yeah, keep that in mind. So
also one more thing. Be sure to look on Twitch tonight at 6:30. We will be playing Among Us with Good and Terrible Show, and McAgee will be 3 will be on with us playing this. Look, just look at all the fuckery, the lying, the deceit, and everything.
Oh yeah, and Blue Dragon Chills wants in on Among Us too. So
bet, and he's even going to be on with us as well. So yes, just look out for this. Yeah, and OCG will be playing as well. So be sure to watch us tonight at 6:30. And as we always do it, up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink, and fuck Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.